Welcome back. Damian Lewis has starred in heavyweight dramas such as Band of Brothers and Warriors, but his new role is just a little bit more light-hearted.
In the new comedy film called The Baker, he plays a professional hitman who tries to escape his past by heading to a remote rural village. But after he's mistaken for the new baker, sparks begin to fly. Can he have his cake and eat it? That joke isn't in there because nobody would have laughed, really, would they, Damien, if it were? Before we speak to Damien, we're going to have a quick look at the film.
My name's Milo. I'm a professional hitman, and I have been for too long. What am I looking for? Well, someone to share things with. A life without secrets. A new beginning, I suppose, if it's possible. I've no idea what I'm looking for. I'll know it when I find it.
And Damien's with us now. Damien, moi is the closest
Moi.
you're going to get.
Moi.
It's the first time I've ever seen a sort of an assassination used in a comedy, but it works.
Dark comedy.
Dark comedy.
Is that what we're calling
Yes.
it? People don't like to call them dark comedies, but people selling movies get very, very nervous. They say, oh, it's a dark comedy, so we're not quite sure how to pitch it.
Well, you don't know when to laugh. You don't know whether to laugh.
Yeah, so it's like black comedy, they're no-nos. And I think it actually, in spite of the fact that someone does die, they die by accident and they die very funnily, I think, and she's pretty odious anyway, so you might feel that she deserves it.
Oh, that's all right.
You know, just cleaning up, no, it's light-hearted and it is funny. It's comedy. It's an out-and-out comedy with a little romance in there and a little feel-good ending.
Good.
I would imagine this would have been a difficult script to turn down, given that your brother wrote it.
Yeah,
and
given that he was writing it when we were living together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was he?
No, I just used to yell upstairs, is there a part for me in it? And he said, yeah, maybe, writing away.
So you didn't know at the time that he was he thinking of you as he was writing it?
No, he wasn't.
You were going to be the lead?
You know, we had a romantic notion that one day we might, you know, as brothers, make a film together, you know, like the Coen brothers or the Wachowski brothers or something like that. But
So how long ago was it that he wrote it?
he was, well, he started writing it 6 or 7 years ago, the very first draft, and he's been working on other things as well, but that was a long time ago. Then it went away, and then it came back, and
you weren't quite as famous then, so when you said, oh, well...
Who was going to be helping who?
I'll do your film, yeah. And then he comes back to you later and says, and you've got to do it, because you said you would.
Yeah, well, yes, and... but more than happy to do it. It's really been a fantastic experience. So we won half of a production company, Picture Farm Limited, and myself and Adrian Sturgis, our partner, produced it within the company, and that was part of its enjoyment as well, was getting our first feature film made and released here in the UK, as well as being Gareth's first feature. So it was fantastic.
Yes, because he didn't just write it; he directed it as well.
He wrote it, directed it.
I would imagine that's where the sort of brotherly love might break down a little bit if he's directing.
Control issues.
Control issues. Were there?
Because I'm not controlling at all. So,
and you're producer there.
I was producing it, but it's quite hard to produce and act in it. You have to. I found myself just actually happily giving myself up to Gareth. I'll never ever say that again. And letting him direct me on set, because it's actually you have to concentrate and just be the actor.
Unusual potential conflict, because producers are normally people who go on set and take the script from the director, rip out the pages and say you can't have that, but then you'd have to make sure it's not your pages that you're ripping out.
Yes, exactly. We need to cut that scene. Oh no, hang on, I'm in that. Okay, let's cut someone else's scene. Yeah, it was difficult. It was a learning curve. But just, you know, hugely enjoyable and fulfilling to do.
Well, we've got another clip from the film, The Baker. We'll have a look at it.
It's you, isn't it?
What's me?
You're him, aren't you? I thought so.
I think you might have made some sort of mistake.
Oh, no, not at all. We've been expecting you.
You have?
Yes, I knew it. You're the baker.
The baker? The baker? Baker? Yes, of course I am.
You know, I tell you what, I knew it the moment you walked through that door there. There's an aura of fresh bread about you. You know, pies, scones, cakes, wonderful. You just give it off. I've often thought to myself, there is no nobler craft than the baking of bread. Where, after all, would we be without the humble loaf?
Quite.
Bill Morgan, local apothecary, brewer of medicinal liquids.
Milo.
Milo.
Yes?
Never trust a man who doesn't give his full name.
Milo. Milo Shakespeare.
Milo, as if.
Filmed a lot of it in Wales.
We did. We filmed all of it in Wales. We had our production offices down in Cardiff. We had a week filming in Cardiff, and then we filmed in this beautiful village up on the borders called Grosmont, and pretty much requisitioned the pub for our general delectation and entertainment for our 4 weeks up there. Everyone was incredibly helpful and lovely, and yeah, it was a slightly sickeningly sort of enjoyable and sweet and lovely pastoral experience.
Well, that's nice if you sort of go in there en masse with your Winnebagos for everybody to invite.
Sorry, Winnebagos.
Did you not have the Winnebagos?
Tents or B&Bs? What was
Gareth
it?
We all changed. We all changed in the church hall. We changed.
Did you?
We changed in the village hall. We had a screen. We had makeup at one end, and we had a couple of chairs at the other end. A little fan heater blowing at us from.
Yeah.
Because for the Lewis brothers, it'd be like going home.
Going home.
Going home.
It was.
Because you are Welsh.
We are. We're London Welsh. We're London Welsh. We have a house up in Wales. We love it. And my grandmother spoke fluent Welsh, and my dad is Welsh in terms of his bloodline. But actually, we were born in London.
Have you tried to? In fact, we worked out we were born in the same hospital.
We were.
We were.
But not
St
in
Mary's
Wales.
in Paddington. No, but Paddington is the sort of the first place out of, isn't it? Because you
Yeah.
get the train from Paddington
You
to
take the train
Cardiff.
from-
I mean,
so
it's
from
almost.
Wales.
It's almost Wales.
It's almost
Yeah.
Wales. That's what they say about Paddington. It is very much almost. Have you learnt any Welsh at all? Do you know any?
Well, I like to say cheers quite a lot when I've got a pint in my hand. Iechyd da.
Or
Sean
Hwyl?
can teach you.
Hwyl?
Nadolig llawen at the right time of year.
Yeah.
Oh, marvellous.
Laweddyn newydd da. Can only happen twice a year, those two comments, those two statements.
What's thank you?
Diolch
Oh,
yn fawr.
diolch yn fawr.
Diolch yn
Yes.
fawr.
Oh, diolch yn
Or
fawr.
My
Ben-
mother-in-law speaks fluent Welsh. If she's watching, she'll be cursing me. She'll be
Yes,
hissing at the
horrifying.
TV.
Well, you were
Back to school.
bendigedig, as they say in Wales. That means fantastic. So thank you very much. It's
Thank you.
lovely to see you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck
Nice
with
to
the
see
film.
you too.
All right, how do you say here's the weather?
Oh, stop. That's it now.
Oh, stop, that's it now. Yeah, here's